G'day everyone, how you doing? And it's another beautiful night, partly cloudy, hoping that clears. And I've got my twins all set up ready for imaging. However, it's not about this, it's about what I use for my time-lapse photography. Recently somebody asked me what my time-lapse rig looked like or what it consists of. So I thought I'd make this quick video just to show you guys what my time-lapse rig is and what it consists of. So here it is, right here. I've got my Nikon Z6 II, which I used to use for YouTube filming and landscape photography. Now it's pretty much my bit of landscape photography and time-lapse camera, because I use my little Nikon Z30 now for all my YouTube video recording. Now on that I've got my 14 to 24 2.8 Z lens, and I've also got battery grip as well. So there is a fair bit of weight on this, and it just works. I have had motor overload errors in the past, but I've found that when I've got it continuously connected up to power, I don't really get that too much. And as we can see here, I've got a Syrup Genie Mini 2 pan and tilt head with a Syrup slider. Now, I do plan on getting the linear device at some stage, but I don't know when that will be. You know, that's quite expensive as well. So, but it's here, ready to go. And a big thank you to my good friend Daniel in Victoria. He used to sell a lot of this gear through his online website, and he's not really doing that too much anymore. And he asked me if I'd like to buy the Syrup slider that he had left over. Yeah, when I could afford it, I jumped on it, and thanks Daniel for that. I love it. It gives a new perspective of my time-lapse videos when it's down nice and low instead of just being on the tripod. What do I think about the whole Syrup system? Well, I think it's pretty cool. It's the only really system I've used for time-lapse photography, so I can't really comment too much on others. Mostly had the pan and tilt head for panoramic nightscape photography, and that compared to a Gigapan, this was so much better. The Gigapan just ran out of battery power super quick, and although I like the concept of the Gigapan, this is just so much more smaller, compact, lightweight, and the battery lasts. Being able to control everything just on the iPad to set up the time-lapse is really easy. Now you may see that I don't actually have a cable going from my Nikon Z to the Syrup Mini. Now the reason for that is that I do all my time-lapse work in the camera itself. So once I've dialed in the exposure that I want, the ISO and all that fun stuff, I then activate the time-lapse setting. So my intervals every 1 second, and usually the exposures for the light pollution I got here varies between 8 and 10 seconds. And the reason I use a 1 second interval between each shot is so that way when I'm panning and tilting I don't get any blur, and also the pan and tilt motion is spread out over 5 hours, if not longer, and that also enables me to slow down the time lapse as well in post-production, and get a slightly longer time lapse which is still nice and smooth. So yeah, that's my time-lapse setup, and I hope I've explained to you guys everything that's involved when I shoot a time-lapse video to go with the imaging session of the twins. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to continue setting up my twins and get ready for a night of imaging. So, till next time guys, take it easy. See ya.